Newsfirst, Newsline with Faraz Shaukutali.
And very good evening to you and welcome to Newsline Live. We find ourselves once again on the streets of Sri Lanka, this time in front of the old parliament or the presidential secretariat in Colombo. Now, we're very proud to be here on the streets of Colombo, reporting for the people, the sovereign people of Sri Lanka, which is, of course, part of the ethos of Newsfirst, which is a proud member of the Capital Maharaja Group media stables. And we are right here where the people of Sri Lanka, certainly a great section of the public, have ended up in front of the presidential secretariat. You can see that the entrance to the presidential secretariat is blockaded by none other than the people of Sri Lanka. Behind me there's a crowd of people from all walks of life, really. There's a major traffic jam, and the public are already reacting to the news from Rambukkana that there has been a shooting incident, there's been a fatality, there have been several people who have been injured. And let me ask somebody here why they're here. Very good evening to you, madam. We're from Newsline TV1. Ayubowan. Madam, ayuwa meten tawilla inne.
Ada mame janaragaliයට පැමිණියේ අපේ මෙහි මුළු මහත් ජනතාව වෙනුවෙන් අපිට පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ ගෙදරින් දෙන කාලා බිලා නිදාගෙන ටීවී බලන්න. නමුත් අපි මේ රට වෙනුවෙන්, අපි මේ ජාතිය වෙනුවෙන්, මේ අමන දේශපාලඥය වෙනුවෙන් අපිට ඕනේ මේ අමන දේශපාලඥය මේ රටෙන් තුරන් කරලා දාන්න. මේ බලන්න මේ දැන් ආපු නිවුස් එකක් තමයි හමුදාවෙන් වෙඩිතිය 3 දෙනෙක් මැරිලා. මේකද මේ ආණ්ඩුව, මේකද මේ රජය කරන්න ඕන දේවල්. මේ ජනතාව ඉල්ලන්නේ කාර් එකක්, ගෙයක්, දොරක්, යාන වාහනයක් නෙමෙයි. ජීවත් වෙන්න මේ අරගලයට ජීවත් වෙන අමාරු නිසා මේ ජනතාව ඉල්ලන්නේ. මොනවාද සහනය ඉල්ලන්නේ? මේ දූෂිත පාලනය මේ රටේ තුරන් කරලා දාන්න ඕනේ. මම කියන්න තියෙන්නේ මේකයි. ජනාධිපතිතුමාගේ ඉඳලා මේ පාලකයෝ සියලු දෙනාම මේ දැන් හරි බාර දීලා යන්න. රට කරන්න බෑ ඔයාලට. අඩ කටින් එච්චරයි.
Thank you very much. This is Newsline Live, TV1. We're reporting from the streets of Colombo. We're reporting for and on behalf of the people of Sri Lanka. Sir, tell me, why are you here?
Because I'm a student basically, so I should always stand against the corrupted government. So because these politicians, they try to split us. So basically we couldn't be united. So I make this opportunity in order to stand as united and in order to tell them that their drama is no longer going to work, because this is now people's power which is going to take over this country. So I stand and I support for the people's voices, and this is all.
And sir, how do you react to the announcement of the president of a new cabinet of ministers, a lot of young people? Do you think this is going to be a difference?
I just like to quote it like I saw a poster which is saying that there is better cabinet in Dumbro, so which means that is a good example, I think.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Once again, madam, this is Newsline Live on TV1. Would you like to say something to me? Why are you here, madam? Surely, do you have something better to do?
I've been protesting with the Kovala crowd for more than 40 days now. And I'm just sick of it. This government is taking all of us down. They have robbed us enough. Millions and billions. What more do they want? Today they killed 3 people and we are still going to fight. We won't give up. We will fight till the last, till my last drop of blood. I will fight for the sake of my family and for everyone else's family.
For the sake of Sri Lanka?
Of course, that's what I meant, for everyone else, for the sake of Sri Lanka. I love my country. We don't have visas to go to other countries. So we belong here and I'll fight here.
Thank you very much for being on Newsline Live on TV1, part of the Capital Maharaja Group Newsfirst. Thank you. Sir, this is Newsline Live on TV1. Would you like to tell me why you're here today?
Yeah, for the betterment of my kids, because they don't have a future. Actually, we have lived our time, but for the kids, they don't have a future. For all the robberies that have been taken, for the money that has been spilled out for this country, and for the murderous way they have been running this country, right?
That's why you're here. And where are you from?
I'm from Galle, fighting for the right of the future generation and for the future kids.
Are you here with your family?
Yes, with my family.
And so you're all here. Well, from what time are you here? It's now just gone
The last
past.
2 hours we are here.
For the last 2 hours.
Yes.
And do you feel good that you're here?
Of course, I feel good that I am doing something for the country. That we are supporting the country in some way.
And what do you think about the announcement from the president of a new cabinet comprising a lot of young
Oh,
people?
it's rubbish. It's rather like the JP guy who said it's like changing the cabinet in Moratuwa, where the carpenters just changed the model of the cabinet. It's something like that, where they're just changing the cabinet and nothing else. And still the rubbish idiots are there in the seats.
Thank you very much for your time on Newsline Live on TV1. Now then, let's have a go. Look, there's somebody else here. Madam, very good evening to you. Welcome to Newsline Live on TV1. We're part of News First, the People's Channel. Tell me, why are you here? Surely you got something better to do at home.
Well, we are here to support the young people. I think this should have happened when we were young, really. So we are partly responsible for the mess that's created here.
Are you paying a penance? Are you paying a penance for not protesting when you were young?
Yes, we couldn't do it our time, but I'm glad that these children are doing it. So we can only support them. That's why we are here today.
And are you doing this for the love of your country? Tell me exactly, what are you fed up about?
Well, we are fed up of the country because from the time we had independence, nothing has actually changed. Every time when a regime came, what happened was they actually did 5 years and then the others did another 5 years. So they are outside, they are friends, but people are fighting with each other. So what we couldn't do, today it's happening now. Therefore we love our country and therefore we are here. It's a lovely country.
And you intend keeping this country lovely, is it?
Yes. Say it again.
Do you intend keeping this country
Yes.
as lovely as it is?
It is as lovely as it is, and the people are lovely. People are very courageous, but what they need is good leaders, not educated leaders. Now, you cannot get a job if you are not qualified for that job. But to go to the parliament and to be a politician, there are no qualifications. So we like the politicians to be educated.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Most
Thank
welcome.
you. And look, there are some more boards here. Some of them says, "Eshi that greedy of gain troubleth his own house." It's a proverb. Now let's have a look. Hello there. Good evening. AUM here. Ada avilla tinne.
පෙවිල තියෙන්නේ මේ රජයේ අපිට කරනා වූ දේවල් ගැන කතා කිරීම සඳහා හයකට විරුද්ධව සටනක් කරන්න පිණිස අපි දන්නවා දැන් අවුරුදු දවස් 10ක් විතර මේක කරගෙන යනවා. අපි දවස් ගණනාවක් දවස් 5කට වැඩියෙන් මේ ස්ථානට එවිලා මේ අරගලයට අපි එකතු වෙන්නේ මේ රජය එළියට යන්නේ කියලා. ගෝඨාභයට ගෙදර යන්න කියන්නේ.
Thank you, Bhumi Stuti. This is Newsline Live on TV1. We are at Galle Face opposite the Presidential Secretariat, the old Parliament. Let me ask this young man, why are you here? Why are you here? Sinhalese? AUM here, avilla inne.
ගෝ මේ ඇවිල්ලා රට තියෙන තත්ත්වය අනුව රටට සාධාරණයක් කරන්න මේ ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් පැමිණ සිටිනවා.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're live. We're here right in front of the Presidential Secretariat. Let's ask these people why they're here. Sir, why are you here today?
Actually, I just wanted to raise a voice for my country. This is my country. Okay, so mama ipadune me rate, mama married me rate. Okay, so everyone, so හැම කෙනා එකතු වෙලා කියන්නේ go home කියලා. So අරගලයට support එකක් දෙන්න තමයි අපි ආවේ. So we are, moving forward.
Do you believe that the president and the parliament, the ministers haven't done their job? Is that why you're frustrated?
Of course, obviously, 100% I agree. So they don't know what they are doing right now. Also, they don't know their job properly. So that is the reason so many crises happening in Sri Lanka. So the people in Sri Lanka, they want immediately a solution for this. Not like bullshit, not those kind of answers or fighting in the parliament. really, it's shame.
What do you think of the members of our parliament, members that you elected and I elected, throwing chili powder at each other? What do you think about that in parliament?
Because they are kids, right? So, if someone, throwing each other chili powders, those kind of things and dramas, so it means they are not eligible for that particular position. So what I'm asking from the people, so don't give your vote for such a kids. So think, because your decision in future will be a huge thing in Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much.
So use your brain. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. We need justice. We too have kids. Why are you here, madam?
I came here because our children needs better future, and we have small kids. Our kids need better future. That's why I'm here. This is my 6th day. I came here because of our children doesn't have any medicine, food. That's why, and they have no future at all.
And do you think that if the president and the rest of the ministers go home, do you want elections next, or what do you want? Do you want another government? What do you want?
We want a good change in this system. We want them to go home, not the home, to jail.
Do you want elections now?
I think at the moment we don't have money to have an election. So we want a new leader, new educated people in parliament.
A new leader in parliament. Now then, let's have a look. Let's ask somebody else here why he's here. Sir, why are you here?
Well, I'm not a young guy. I'm in my 50s. But I think our generation has failed the young people in a big way. I'm okay personally. I'm a rich man. I've made it in life. But it's really sad to see our young people having lost all their future. I'm actually in the business of agriculture. And these guys...
How do you manage without fertilizer?
Well, that's where it all started. So I ended up, because I have money, I could stock up fertilizer as soon as this joker told in April that he's going to ban it. I stocked up enough fertilizer because I produce seeds. The minister knows me. That Mahinananda fellow knows me very well. I went and argued against him when he started this, that this is the start of the end of agriculture. And our farmers are the poorest people in this country. That's 30% of our population is on farming. How can you screw up your farmers? And 1 year ago, when I told them, they were laughing at us. This shouldn't have happened. This is 100% planned exercise by these jokers. I can mention the names. I know. I can minister. I don't care now. What happens to me. The Minister Mahinananda. Yes, I'm addressing you. You are the bastard who started all this.
Oops.
I'm sorry.
Wait. All right. Going for a break. And on that note, we're going for a short break. We'll see you on the other side of this break after listening to the headline news from the primetime news team at Newsfirst.
Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shaukutali.
Fuel shortage worsens despite price hike. Protests continue in many areas. Food prices and transport fares go up. What is the solution for the medicine shortage?
ඉදිරියට එන මාස 3ක පමණ කාලයේදී ඖෂධ සැලකිය යුතු සංඛ්‍යාවක හිඟයක් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා.
39 MPs including Maithripala, Wimal and Gammanpila sit in opposition benches.
නතාව කියන්නේ ආණ්ඩුව සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ඉවත් වී යුතුයි කියලායි. තමුන්නාසලා ගෙනාපු දිත්ත රටවැසියක් කපුට ඒ සියල්ල බැහැර කරලා ආර්ථිකය ඉතාම සුව පහසුව කම්ෆර්ටබල් සෝන් එකකට යනවා කියන මායාකාරී චිත්‍රය තමුන්නාසලට පෙව්වා.
More parliamentarians crossover.
බොරළු ඇනෙන පය රිදවන වෙහෙස මඳක් නිවා ගන්න ගම්මැද්දේ වතුර බොන්න අපේ ගමට ඔබත් එන්න
රජරට අස්වද්දන ගොවි ජනතාවටත් ගම් මැද්දෙන් පිරිසිදු පානීය ජලය අනුරාධපුර කැබිටි ගොල්ලෑව මහා කටුවර ගාලවැව ගම්මානයේ පවසමි වූ ගම් මැද්ද ජනතාව සමග ඉදිරියටම
A brand new year, a year of hope, a year of aspirations and people looking for inspiration.
Our software engineers, our IT expertise are, not seconding to anyone.
A proper investigation led by the CID. This will be swept under the carpet.
Understand.
Newsfirst, Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
And welcome back to Newsline Live. We're live from the outside the old parliament, which is also the presidential secretariat. The presidential secretariat is blockaded by the people of Sri Lanka. There's absolutely no way anybody can get in there, even if they wanted to. But let me say this. The emotions are high, and people are feeling morally obliged to speak their minds out. And unfortunately, some of the things they've just told us may be unpalatable on primetime television for a family station, the people's station. But unfortunately, sometimes it's better to hear the truth than just to be nice and diplomatic. And after all, we are reporting for and on behalf of the people. We are the People's Channel, unashamedly so. This is Newsline Live for News First, part of the Capital Maharaja Media Stables. Madam, why are you here?
To support the protest.
And why? Why are you protesting?
Like you can see what has happened to the country at this moment. This has happened over a long period of time. So I think at one point we all should step out to show the support to the protesters. So that is why I decided to come alone. I am all by myself. I have come alone today, but I thought this is the time that we all should step out.
Are you afraid in any way for being here alone amongst all these people?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because that feeling is not there as a human at this moment. As a Sri Lankan, that fear is not there anymore. So that is why I step out and I came to support the protest.
Thank you very much for your time on Newsline Live on TV1. Sir, very good evening to you. Welcome to Newsline Live.
English.
What language? Sinhalese? Yeah. Are you ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ මේ දැන්?
ඔබ ඉන්නේ අපේ මේ තරුණයන්ට සහයෝගයක් වශයෙන් මම නිට්ටඹුවේ ඉඳලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන නිට්ටඹුව කජුගම ඉඳලා අපෙන් ආව 100ක් විතර අපි මේ තරුණයන්ට මේ රට බාර දිය යුතුයි. මේ සේරම නාකි 70 පන්නන්නව හොරගම් කරලා සුනාමියේ ඉඳලා හොරගම් කරා මේ මිනිස්සු. මේ රාජපක්ෂ පවුල සුනාමියේ ඉඳලා හොරගම් කරේ. මං සුනාමියෙන් තමයි අපි දැනගත්තේ මේ මිනිස්සු රට හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා රට අපේ තරුණයන්ට බාර දිය යුතුයි. තරුණයන්ට බාර දීලා මේ රට මේ වයසක අය අයින් කරලා අපේ තරුණයන්ට දැනක් දිය යුතුයි. ඒ නිසා තමයි අපි කණ්ඩායම මෙතෙන්ට පැමිණලා මේ අපේ තරුණයන්ට සහාය දුන්නේ. මේ තරුණය හොඳ බුද්ධිමත් හොඳ තරුණයක් ඇති පුජ්‍යල. ඒ නිසා අපේ තරුණයන්ට දැන දිය යුතුයි කියලා මම ඒ සහායකට තමයි පැමිණියේ.
Bome Stuti, thank you very much. This is Newsline Live. Let's find out. Look, there's a family here. Why are you here? Who's going to talk to me? This is Newsline Live.
Against the government, the current government.
Why are you against the government?
Because we can see the people are suffering because of the government rules and everything. And I'm not living in here. I came from overseas. I'm so happy to participate in this protest.
And have you been back in Sri Lanka for a long time?
Just 2 months now.
And you're here with your family?
Yes.
And who's this?
My husband.
And why are you here, sir? Do you want to say something? Okay.
Just go down.
Hello there, young lady. Say hello. Right, thank you. Young man, say hello. You're on Newsline Live. Why are you here?
I'm here because to send Gota home.
You want to send Gota home? Who do you want? Who do you want instead of Gota? You're not sure? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And let's have a go here. This is Newsline Live on TV1. We are opposite the old parliament, which is also the presidential secretariat. We are amongst the people. News First, the people's channel. Sir, why are you here?
Came here to support the people here.
Why do you want to change?
Because we have seen this administration over a period of time, what they have done and what has happened to this country. So there needs to be a change, a complete changeover in the system. Everything has to be changed.
Do you think that they have lost their mandate? 6.9 million people voted, 2/3 majority in parliament. Do you think that now they have lost that mandate?
Absolutely, absolutely. They can have their majority in the parliament, but unfortunately they lost confidence among the people. So whoever appointed them to the parliament have lost faith in them. So they should realize that.
And where are you from, sir? How far have you traveled to be here?
My hometown is Hatton. Of course, I'm living here in Colombo.
Thank you very much for being on Newsline Live on TV1. Now then, let's have a look. Some more people. Hello, sir. This is Newsline Live. Why are you here, sir?
I came here. This is the most difficult situation that Sri Lankan people have faced at this moment. So as a citizen, I hope that I need to do my responsibility. I came from Kandy to do my responsibility as a citizen. Everyone in the Sri Lanka now has gone their hardest situation in this country. Therefore, everyone need to get united and do their responsibility, and they need to perform for the justice. If we forget our responsibility at this time, we hope that this is the last time we have. If we forget this time, if we miss this chance, we won't be able to win this moment. So that's why I came here.
Have you ever thought about leaving the country?
Sorry, I can't.
Have you thought about leaving the country?
No, really, if the Sri Lankan citizen want to leave this country, every citizen should leave this country as soon as possible, because this country is not a place to live. This has become the hell of the world. This Rajapaksa family, they made this country hell of this country. That's why we are hating this family. We want the rest. We want the democratic. We are requesting. We are demanding requesting the democracy for the Sri Lankan citizen.
Thank you very much. This is Newsline Live. Hi. Tell me, why are you here, ma'am?
Because we need to help make a better government, and we need to help them.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Where have you come from to be here today?
We're from Colombo.
Okay, you're from Colombo. And do you really want the government to go home?
I just want to help make it better, because, well, we're not having the best government at the moment.
Do you believe that they will make a difference with this new cabinet?
I'm not sure, because nothing's really changing.
Do you think it's a question of changing the pillow for a headache?
Maybe. I think so.
Thank you very much for being on Newsline Live on TV1.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me, would you like to say a few words? Tell me why you're here. This is Newsline Live on TV1. Live, we are the people's channel from Newsfirst.
I really like that all the people got together because of this, and there's a lot of unity. Yeah, a lot of people got together because of this.
And unity is a big message here today.
Yeah, it's a big message.
Do you think that this new cabinet that they have announced, do you think that it'll make a difference?
No, they're just shuffling a card pack. It's the same thing.
It's the same pack of, you always get the jokers?
Yes.
And you really believe that?
Yes.
And what do you think will make a change? How do you think they'll get the message that you, the people, don't want them?
Well, I think they should just listen to the people right now. They have a really big message now.
Thank you very much for being on Newsline Live on TV1. Sir, you're looking... All right. This is Newsline Live on TV1. Some people are shy, but a lot of people want to express themselves. The crowds are absolutely enormous. We've just been told that curfew has been declared in the Rambukana police area, and we found somebody here who might want to talk. Let's go on to the other side of the road. This is the entrance to the presidential secretariat. As you can see, it's blockaded. There are literally hundreds of people here who are blocking the entrance there, and they are protesting. This is Newsline Live on TV1. Sir, why are you here? Why are you protesting?
I am here for three reasons. Okay. One is, this is a protest, very independent protest, non-party people's political protest, and this protest has helpful to regain the people's sovereignty, which was handed over to the corrupt regime since 74 through the votes, and they have betrayed the trust, betrayed our future, and destroyed the country. Therefore, this is a struggle which gave a hope that this struggle it can lead towards regaining the lost sovereignty of the people and united struggle of the people.
Thank you very much for being on Newsline Live on TV1. Again, we are in the backdrop of Sri Lanka's old parliament and the entrance to the presidential secretariat. The public appear to want to speak to us, and here we go. Ma'am, why are you here today?
I'm here for my future and to fight for my future, and because I'm here for all the people that can't be here, who don't have the freedom that we do to come here and not be, you know, shot at or anything of the sort. I'm here for everyone who doesn't have the privilege that I do to be here right now.
And ma'am, how do you react to the news that somebody has died in the Rambukan area who's been shot in a protest? How do you react to that?
It breaks my heart because we've been here for what, 14 days now doing this, and the minute that they step out, they get shot at and someone actually loses their life fighting for their life is very sad. So it just breaks my heart so much. It really does.
And how do you see this ending? How do you see this ending?
I mean, the only way I see it ending is what the people are asking for if it actually happens. If the people in power actually get out of power is the only way I see it ending. And if there's some sort of institutional change that happens, a systematic sort of change, not the one that's been spoken about the last few days, but a complete overhaul of the political structures and the institutions that govern us, that's where I see it ending. It has to. That's what the people need.
Thank you very much for being on the People's Channel, Newsfirst, Newsline Live on TV1. And this is the end of our program this evening amongst the people of this country. And it's been an absolute pleasure to report on the people's distress and to highlight the people's distress live from the streets of Colombo for Newsfirst, Newsline Live on TV1. It's now time for the primetime news from that wonderful team at Newsfirst. And on that note, as always, let me wish you all God bless you.